All right, everybody, for today's video, we're gonna show you how to do a restoration on the door panel inserts for your 70 to 74 Dodge Challengers. Now, these ones that I've got here came out of my Challenger, and of course, they're the originals. And so as you can tell, there's a bit of pitting in the plating. The black paint has got some wear in it, some chips in it, and of course, the wood grain is starting to lift around the edges, and so it's definitely due for a restoration. And so there's certain things we're not gonna be able to take care of completely, like all of the pitting, because I'm not gonna send these out and have them replated like I should, because it's a bit expensive and it's not something I need to do for the caliber of the car that I have. And so, but we are gonna go ahead, clean them up. We've got brand new wood grains that we went ahead and ordered, so we can go ahead and put those in there. So first thing I want to go ahead and do though is get this thing cleaned up and start taking it apart and see what we're working with and go from there. All right, so I just done a quick wash on the part, get all the little dirt and stuff off of here. The next thing we need to do is remove the little Fratzog logo here. Now, unfortunately, it's held on with 3 rivets. So unfortunately, when you go to put this back together, you're not really going to be able to rivet it back on. So what you have to do is we'll grind these 3 down, get the Fratzog off, and then we can go ahead and move on to the next part of removing the wood grain. All right, so I was able to get all of the old wood grain stripped off of the insert. It did take a bit of effort with the combination of the razor blade and the acetone. I tried isopropyl alcohol as well, but it didn't seem to work as well as the acetone did. So I have to buy my wife another bottle of acetone for her fingernails. But in the meantime, we're ready to go on to the next step of restoring this insert. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is, the next step is to take care of the black on the insert. So we're gonna go and mask this all up, and so that way we don't paint the polished part, and then go ahead and start prepping and painting the black on the insert, and then we'll go ahead and be ready for the new wood grain. All right, so after I finished masking off the door panel insert, I went ahead and sprayed it with 3 coats of the SEM Trim Black, which is the same black paint that I used for the dash frame last year when I did that restoration. And so it's a great color, it works out really well. And then of course, after I got done with the painting process and let it dry, I went ahead and put the new wood grain decal in place, and it looks a lot better than it did before, having the fresh wood grain, not curling up on the edges. And then of course, reinstalled the Fratzog emblem on the center. Now, of course, because I don't have the rivets on here, because it's not a new emblem, I did go ahead and just put some E6000 adhesive on the back to help retain the Fratzog emblem. And overall, couldn't be happier with the results. Of course, it's not gonna be perfect because I didn't send these out and have them replated to take care of the pitting. But for the caliber of the car and the restoration that I'm doing, I'm not gonna go ahead and spend the money to send these out, have them replated, and go through all of that effort. Maybe one day I will, but for now, this looks plenty good enough for my car, and I'm really happy with them, so I can't wait to get these installed. So we'll have that in a future video when we go ahead and do the power window installation, which hopefully is gonna be in the next few weeks. And that's a wrap on today's video on how we do the restoration of the door panel inserts for your classic Dodge Challengers. So I hope you found this information useful as always, and if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put those in the comment section down below, because as you know, I do read all the comments. And on that note, guys, if you liked today's video, please go ahead, smash that like button. It lets me know what types of videos you guys like to see in the future. And if you want to be kept up to date with all my future uploads, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell as well, so that way YouTube will keep you up to date with all of my future videos. And on that note, guys, I will see you in the next video.